What triggered the decision for polyamory? What I would say is, because Inka doesn't want to speak right now, she's tired. I did beg this woman every day. I'll beg her to wake up. I'll beg her to open her eyes. I'll beg her to do this. Hey!
You beg me to wake up, but you don't beg me to open my eyes.
If I have better sex with other people than Yinka, genuinely no. And I have a maybe more heated sexual encounter with someone else, because like, I'm not saying it's convenient for the other person, but I really would interrupt a date and go back home if Olayinka needed me to be back home.
This is your friend Amara. This is your friend Amara. This is your friend Amara, the lesbian. Amara, the lesbian. The lesbian. The lesbian. Amara, the lesbian.
Don't sleep, wake up. Collect your money. You know, I'm attach it to my phone. Hopefully it doesn't snap off. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your friend Amara. Amara the lesbian. Baby, you're not serious. Today's video is a Q&A. A while back on my Instagram story, I had asked you to ask me questions strictly on polyamory, and that was because I was getting a lot of questions on my Instagram DMs about polyamory. Just, you know, people just wanted to know and ask me questions. Someone one time sent me a lot of voice notes about what was happening in her relationship and if I could give her better insight. So over the years, I've actually had several questions on polyamory. So I asked my followers, my friends on IG to ask me questions, and I'll answer it on YouTube. So here I am today to answer these questions, and there's a twist to it also. I also have my baby here who is putting her bum. I also have my baby here, so some of the questions we are going to take them together, because I read the questions and as much as I have my own perspective, I would love to hear her perspective, and hoping I'll make the video richer if I have her perspective also, not just mine. So today's video, if you're ready for it, you know what to do. Grab something. Yeah, so grab something that will help you, that will relax your mind, that will help you enjoy this video. If it's wine, if it's palm wine, if it's coke, if it's pizza, if it's cheese, if it's what's they call that in pasta, if it's pasta, if it's jollof rice, if it's swallow pounded yam. You're hungry, we'll eat after the video. Anything you like that will help you enjoy this video, grab it, bring it close to your bosom. If it's a person, you self know now. I don't need to be repeating all those things every video, because you know the drill. If it's a person that you like, you love, you enjoy, take consent, grab that person, bring them close to you. Even if they are giving you just a leg like Oba is doing right now, as long as they are with you, consciously with you, bring them close to you and, you know, enjoy this video, because you know me, ya girl. I want you always, everly enjoy enjoy my videos. All right, so enjoy this video. Now let's go into the questions. So to find the question, I have to log into my Instagram archive. I keep typing your password on my phone. But before I find the questions though, just in case you're hearing any noise, any sound, is the AC. I can't do this in heat, so the AC is on. Gen 2 is also on, because NEPA people decided to, you know, show shege this weekend. Even before the weekend started, they've been showing us shege. I don't know what's happening over. So I got so much question. Can you see? Anyway, but I'll put them on the screen also so you can read the questions with me. So our first question is, what is polyamory? So everything I'm going to say today about babe, somebody's looking for you and he keeps doing tukunum in my video. God, sorry, that's good, at least you're not going to sleep. So I said everything I'm going to say to you about polyamory, everything I'm going to be saying is my experience, my opinion, me, like it's not a general knowledge. This is from my own experience. This is what I've learned for myself. All right. So what is polyamory? polyamory to me is a field, is a space to create my own type of intimacy, my own type of relationship, my own type of connection, my own type of, dynamics. It's like going to Toasties and they tell you to build your own asun. Polyamory for me is like build your own dynamics, build your own relationship, build your own, decide how you want to do it, mix your own color till you find which color best suits you. That's polyamory for me, right? So next question, let's be taking it fast so we don't waste too much time. We have a launch date. Do you think there's one way to be polyamorous? No, I don't. Like I was just saying just now, is build your own dynamics, build your own relationship, you and your partner or partners or lovers or people, build what works for you. So there's no one way. Every polyamorous couple, every polyamorous person, they have their own way that they define their polyamory. So no, there's no one way to be polyamorous. Next question. What is the importance or benefits of polyamory? This is a good question. For my life, the importance and the benefits that polyamory has exposed me to would be, I would say number one is freedom to learn myself, to know myself, to be just freedom. But honestly, to me, the major thing, the one thing that stands out for me, because we grew up in life, we grew up since we're kids being told, you're going to meet a boy. Those of us that are queer, you now meet a person, you meet a girl, you're a boy, you meet a boy, right? But the idea of love that we're taught is you meet your soulmate, you meet one person that is for you, one person, So growing up and discovering that how I started discovering polyamory was when I was dating boys, right? I found myself in relationships dynamics where I would always come back to tell the person I was dating, oh, so I kissed this person, so I was talking to this person, and the way our conversation is going, I kind of feel like I'm cheating on you. It wasn't then for me. I was constantly struggling with knowing that I love this person, or I like this person, I like what I have going on with this person, but I also like talking to this other person, or I also like this particular thing I'm exploring with this person, right? So growing up, I was constantly feeling ashamed for just having those dual feelings, right? Feeling ashamed, feeling like a sin, feeling like a bad thing, because I'm constantly coming back to my boyfriend or the person I was with to say, oh, I cheated, or oh, I kissed this person, right? So polyamory, discovering polyamory or learning the word polyamory for me has just been a freedom to take off that mask of shame. Non-monogamy felt like shame to me, really. Monogamy felt like shame because I was constantly being shamed. I was shaming myself. I was having these dynamics that was shaming me, right? So polyamory feels like a free space to find out who I am without all this indoctrinated knowledge or indoctrinated stamps, oh, you have to be with one person, this way you have to feel it for one person is your everything, one person is your this. If polyamory gave me the freedom to okay, Amara, calm down. What are you feeling? Oh, you like this person? Oh, that's good. You're loyal to this person? Oh, that's good. Oh, you like talking to this person this way? Oh, that's great. What does that mean? What does this mean? So polyamory has just been a space for me to just ask myself, okay, I'm feeling this way, what does this mean? And tell my partner, I'm feeling this way, you're feeling this way, what does this mean? It's a space where it's a relationship dynamics where uncomfortable situations or comfortable conversations can be had. Conversations where nobody taught us that this is normal. First, is a space where shame is sent packing. Just shame. First is the shame. I have to speak for the shame. Polyamory sent out shame from the way I express love. I stopped being ashamed of myself. Yes, I can be with you and meet someone tomorrow and find that person attractive and be able to come back home and say, yo, so I met this person and the way they talk, is so amazing, it's so nice. I would love to see them some more. Do you get? So polyamory for me has just been a place that took off that shame that I grew up feeling. So the number one benefit for me is freedom to explore myself, to find myself without the shame. Also, there's a lot of friendship in polyamorous relationships. So yeah, I'll add that to one of the benefits and the things people enjoy in polyamorous relationships. Friendship that is not guided by monogamous indoctrinations and all of that. I feel like I'm speaking so much English. What triggered the decision for polyamory? How can that not devalue the monogamy before? So I would like to answer this particular question with Oba. Kabiesi Baba, come. I'll start off. Then you boot a bit. Then you answer from your own point of view. What triggered the decision for polyamory? Come, baby. Ashawoism. Don't listen to this one. Come, baby.
I'm telling the gospel truth.
Ooh. Don't listen to her. She says Ashawoism. She is the gospel truth. Come and sit down. Kabi is tired. People should thank her in the comment section down below for coming and
Very corruption.
Yes, so. Sorry, baby. We went out to run this morning, and every time we run back, hey God, our life like this will just remain on 1%. Anyways, the question, baby, is what triggered our decision for polyamory?
Another extra answer.
And how does it not devalue the monogamy before? You go first. Do you want to go first? Omo, can't really see how young I am. Hey God. I dey beg this woman every day. I'll beg her to wake up. I'll beg her to open her eyes. I'll beg her to do this. Hey!
You beg me to wake up, but you don't beg me to open my eyes.
I beg her for everything. Babe, sit down now. Do this now. You see her face? Fine people, Before you see fine person, I say you want to go and die on top of that fine person's head. Just know some of them have shakara. Oh, hey God, you go they beg.
Really? So you say you beg?
You don't make me beg.
You beg willingly.
I didn't beg willingly. So what triggered the decision of polyamory? Kabiesi says Ashawoism. Do you stand by that?
Of course.
I will agree. I mean, not totally.
Simplifying it.
Not totally, but I would agree. Backstory: before we met, before we started this. Okay, no. When we met, we talked a lot. We're friends. We're really good friends, right? And one of the things we bonded about was how much people had complained about us, right? She told me about her exes and the things that they've complained about her. Apparently, according to the streets, she was a troublemaker. Like, then after she told me about herself, the nickname I even gave herself was Trouble. I was like, okay, so you're Trouble. Noted. Me, my own thing was the shame I was carrying. I knew I genuinely loved the people I was with. What I felt for them was genuine, but just that I'm not I've never been monogamous. Just never. Like, never. I will love you genuinely, and I'll still probably be able to feel something else for somebody, and I want to be able to talk to you about it because I don't like shame. It's one of the reasons.
It should be allowed. You know, you don't. Sometimes you control your values, you control some certain things, but you might want to get to know the person a little bit more. You know, just And that should not be because you have a life partner or partnership is not a prison, so to speak, right? It's agreeing on what works best for you as you're doing life with someone. Yeah. And that's, luckily for both of us, it involves us being able to evolve and, expand and all of that good stuff. I'm not yet speaking English. I'm tired of speaking English.
It was never a one-day conversation. Never. That's the thing. Never. We had conversation for like 3 years before we actually opened up our relationship. Like, seriously, you have to. Okay, I was saying what triggered our own decision. When we met, we just had this whole story of disappointment that we were carrying, how we were disappointed. The thing about being a fuckboy or being a bad person or being the person who hurt somebody, you think somebody has hurt you, but that person that has hurt you has to even live with the fact that they're a bad person. Those people who have been called by your exes, a fuckboy, this. When we were younger, I used to just, when I was younger, I used to walk around with the guilt of just being a person who hurts people because people have told me I hurt them or I've, been hurt by my actions, right? So when we met, it was one of our priority. Like, I felt like a bad person with a lot of people, and I would like to feel like a good person. I just like it. You get? She had felt like such a troublemaker. I felt like such a bad person. So we just wanted to feel sacred and holy around each other. So we're just like, you know what?
And still be ourselves.
And you know what, bring yourself. We told ourselves, you know what, let's just create a table. Bring yourself on the table, I'll bring myself on the table. This table, this relationship is going to hold us both. We're not going to define what should be on the table. No, everybody should come on the table wherever
you need.
Yep, wherever you need. And that is what pretty much triggered our, decision.
And it helps us be genuine with each other, because you're very much invested in this place where you can be yourself. Unlike the world with their societal, cultural, and all their different standards up and down.
It's what I was talking about, that the depth of the friendship you find in polyamorous relationships would amaze you. Wallahi, because imagine having a person where you can talk to, you can...
But not try with a liar, because...
Blood of God was going to make me...
It needs to be sacred for it to be...
Yeah.
Anyways, babe.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I'm not doing this video with you.
You are doing. It's not the questions. Okay, baby. Going. See how I'm begging. See how I'm begging. Every day. Anyways, yeah, pretty much it. The depth of friendship you find in polyamorous relationship will really amaze you. That's my own. Imagine having someone that you can't tell anything. You can fight and combust the shame with. One of the biggest things people deal with in life is shame. Check yourself. Check the biggest thing that torments you in your head. You do something and your inside, the voices inside of you, we actually have people inside of us. Legit. The voices inside of you will just shame you. Having someone to break down shame, the shame of existing with, oof. Polyamory is deep. I love it. So yeah, next question, since Oba has left us. The question had continued to say, how does it not devalue the monogamy before? It doesn't. It makes it deeper, because once you can find your person, the person who is in sync, that you people share. You see how we both said our thing was we had individual baggage we were carrying, and creating a space that would let everybody be holy was important for us. We both shared like an intention. It wasn't just about, sleeping with other people or fucking around or showerism.
You also have to be accountable to that person that you're with.
Deep level of accountability, really. So you see how we both have like that shared intent, and we're both friends, and we both are willing to be accountable to each other. There's the other person. Emphasis on the word willing, even not just to us, not just to each other, but also to the people that we are interacting with, the people we are experiencing, because it's not our sense of responsibility, stretches farther than this relationship. We have to be responsible to the people we are interacting with. We have to tell them the truth, like, I have somebody, I'm not really looking for this or that, but this is what I'm looking for, this is what I'm open to give. The accountability really in polyamorous relationship on that level, another level. So yeah, from my experience, the polyamory enlarging our relationship, our monogamous relationship, did not devalue our relationship. Instead, it gave it more layers, more richness, more more intensity. Just gave it more. We are. You get? Next question. How do you control jealousy and balance attention on both sides? Baby, come. I need you for this one. You don't like me. Did you just say you don't like me? Oh, I thought you said you don't like me. I for fear. How do you control jealousy? My best answer before Kabisi get here is you don't. You do not control. Yeah, so you don't control jealousy. You can manage jealousy. You can, walk in jealousy, walk through jealousy, but you do not control jealousy. If you try to control it, or more, if you break one person's head or two people's head or everybody's head, honestly, anything that is controlled can come back more intense. Like anything that is not allowed to breathe or given space to just live, it might not be able to die. So I don't vouch for control. What I would vouch for, what I'll speak for is managing, is walking through, is walking, is a walk. See, can you see? She also went on to say, and how do you balance attention on both sides? For me, this is what I would say. Humans are different. People are different, right? I'm very particular on connecting to people on themselves, with themselves. Like, for example, if you're connecting to a person, imagine a person to be something like a socket. Like your own socket, your own channel, your own outlet is different from this other person's own outlet. So the way I'm connecting to you, or the outlet I'm using to connect with you, is not the outlet I'm using to connect with this person, this other person. Do you understand? So if it asks me, how do I personally manage attention? I know what I enjoy with a person. I know what I enjoy with this other person. So like, I try to focus on what I enjoy with a person. Like, even in my relationship, okay, with my relationship with my partner, it's a more layered conversation, because honestly, first let's start from jealousy. How we walk through and manage jealousy is we talk about it, and I have to put this out there. Olayinka and I, that's one thing I can, even if you wake me up from sleep, Amara, you ask me this question, I will answer from sleep. In my dream, about to die, my answer will be like, yeah, actually, Olayinka and I really like each other. Leave love first, but you see, we like each other, we're each other's friends. So when you know this thing is going to like pain your friend or make your friend feel a type of way, you're going to be careful, just much more careful. You're much more willing to, emphasis on the word willingness, you're much more willing to look at their mood, check their mood. How far is this off?
You're much more interested in protecting their mental health, even, you know. That's
you're much more interested in protecting their mental health.
Will be giving them high blood pressure.
Yes.
But you're also living your life. So
yes.
And your intentions will always show in the end result.
Yeah.
They'll feel their feelings, but even they have the responsibility to also know that this person is not trying to hurt me.
Yeah.
And the genuineness speaks for itself. Yeah. Honestly, at the end of the day.
You have a responsibility to look out for your friend. Your friend has the responsibility to, look out for you also. Yeah, trust you, look out for you. Try as much as possible. No matter what, sometimes I catch myself feeling some things. I'm just like, no matter what I'm feeling, I'm channeling to the fact that my friend is having a good time at the moment. Like, this person is having a good time. This person has not gone out on a date for such a long time, and now they are going on a date. That's the emotions I let to fill me up. The fact that, okay, this person is having a good time. And when other emotions like, but I wish I was one on a date with her, but when those other emotions come up, I can use this center emotion of my friend is having a good time. I can use it to silence those other emotions, like, Amara, breathe, your friend is having a good time. Amara, breathe, do your work. And another thing I like doing my work. When some emotions come and they are spiraling in my head, I tell myself, Amara, breathe, your friend is having a good time. Your friend will gist you when she comes back. Do your work, face your own life. You have to understand that this person is living their life, and as their friend, as their partner, as their person, you want to support their life. That is one thing we tell ourselves. I support your life, I support your existence. Whatever you need from me to, so if what you need in this moment is me being happy that you met someone and you want to explore what it feels like, that is what is required as support for your existence. I support you, and I'm going to give you that. Do you understand? I'm not saying anything you're feeling is not valid. Don't address your feelings. No. Address it. When the negative feelings get overwhelming, you can even call your friend. You can call your person, call your partner. Babe, I know you're having a good time. I know you're out on a date, but this is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm feeling. I really like you to talk to me. Just take out a few minutes, just talk to me. And and this person can hear that you need them. You're not coming out of the blue to rain up their parade, to what's that word people use? To cock block, or to I don't know, there's this expression people use where you just want attention. You're not here because you want attention. You're here because your feelings are overwhelming. You can legit feel yourself not being able to breathe. Your hands are shaking because
even if you want attention, your partner should be able to make space for you somehow.
Thank you. Even if you want attention. Thank you. Because you're not trying to spite them. You actually are feeling these things. So being able to communicate with your person, whatever it is you're feeling, this is how I'm feeling, and they will be able to ask you, okay, what do you need? Should I come back home to you? Should I do this? Like, just being able to just talk to a person and hear them just validate that the fact that I'm here and doing this thing doesn't mean you don't matter to me. You matter to me. And that's sometimes what we feel when our partners or our person is with someone else. We start thinking, oh, maybe we don't matter. Oh, what if there's an emergency and they choose not to leave that person and come for you? Nah, don't test them like that. Don't fake an emergency to see if they will leave, if they will come. Be happy that you're having a good time. You try to be a good friend, a good person, a good partner for them by talking to yourself, by holding yourself. If you can't, call them. But like, do you get what I'm trying to say? But if you need attention, still call. And if your partner calls you, they are home, you're out on a date and they need attention, pause that date, call them, talk to them, ask if they want you to come back home. And I know this can be confusing, this can be tricky because you're out on a date with somebody, but from personal experience, what I've found is from early stage, I like start the way I want finish. So even with the other person, coming back from the call with my partner and being like, oh, so something just came up, I need to go back home. I'm establishing and I'm starting this relationship with you by telling you and establishing the fact that, I have a home, my partner is home, my partner is really important. Like, I'm not saying it's convenient for the other person, but I really would interrupt a date and go back home if Olayinka needed me to be back home. I'm serious. I'm not saying that, the other person doesn't matter to me or something. I would communicate. I will communicate. I'll be sorry. I'll feel bad. But I would like you to know this is my priority. If you're coming into my life, if you're looking around my life, like, what is important to you, Amara? What are you protecting? These are the things that are important to me. These are what I protect. These are the things I honor. So even as a person trying to experience me, I would like you to know that. Do you understand? I'm not in any way trying to devalue what I'm trying to experience with you, but this is who I am. This is my complete package. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Exactly. So next question, please, because we've wasted so much time on this one. Do you believe the heart can love as many persons as possible and nothing like the one? No, I very much believe that the one exists. I know I've talked all these things about indoctrinated knowledge and all of that, but I still also believe that there can be a one for you, because I legit feel like Olayinka is my one. There's a way Olayinka relates to me, and there's a way I vibe. There's a way I vibe with her, right? Yes, so. I love you, baby. There's a way I vibe with her. There's a realm that we both can reach with each other. That's with any other person, it's just I'm serious. So yeah, I pretty much believe your heart, the concept of the one can exist in polyamorous relationships, and I also still believe that your heart can love more than one person. So I'm a believer, I believe. Next question. Has there ever been a case of jealousy so far? Of course. Of course, there has been. Next question. Severe cases, Okoya? Yes, so Oba said severe.
We've been in a relationship. It has grown different stages.
7 years. 7. Imagine figuring out life with the person for 7 years. Of course, you've dealt with different sides. Next question. My BF flirts with women, yet refuses to let us practice poly. He says he flirts because he's poly. He says he flirts because he's poly romantic. I can't see the continuation of her message.
I see a lot of that shower.
I can't see the continuation of her message.
But do you want to do it properly?
But yeah, all of us that are shallow, truly, but according to KBC, but do you want to do it properly? Because really, why would you be flirting and you don't want the other person that you are in a relationship with to flirt to, and you are bad now? If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. Except you don't want to be flirting. Maybe she doesn't want to be flirting or that, but there are people who, I'm serious, there are people who they are in a poly it's kind of is some people can be in like a polymony polymono dynamics. You meet a person who is okay with you experiencing that pool, exploring that pool, but they are not interested. It's their own choice. They are just not interested in exploring that pool. Their heart just wants to worship one person and worship alone. Maybe if she herself is not interested in, you know, being poly, that's fine. But if you are, man, that's what you should be talking about. And if you like that person, because I'm seeing a one-sided dynamics, and I beg go. God, I beg. Next question. Haven't you learned your lesson on polyamory? What lesson? We've learned. And now part of the things we will learn, now they teach you like this. So. Next question. But why polyamory? Is it not greediness? No. I can understand people thinking polyamory is greediness, because it feels like you want to have a relationship, you want to also be in the street, you want to have, you know. No, it's not. Polyamory takes a deep level of responsibility account. Polyamory is like serious work that I don't see a person practicing polyamory or experiencing polyamory to be a greedy person. I see that person to be a hard worker.
Anybody that is ready to expand.
Anybody that is ready, willing to step outside of the status quo of what is normal, of what has been taught in school to be normal, and learn for themselves and open, like, trail a blaze or blaze a trail. Haba, that's a hard worker. That's not about selfishness or greediness. That's an icon. That is an icon as far as I'm concerned. So no, I don't agree with that mentality. Next question. Does sex ever feel better with another person, another than KBAC? If so, do you feel guilt?
I didn't hear the question.
Does sex ever feel better with another than KBAC? Does sex ever feel better with another than with KBAC? If so, do you feel guilt? So back to what I was saying earlier, right? I'll answer first and I'll also ask Olainka. Back to what I was saying earlier, right? When I said, you know, people are different. The outlet I'm using to connect to this person is different from the outlet I'm using to connect to that person, right? It goes down to even sexually, because this is what I know holds true for me, and Yinka will confirm it. The person I am with Olainka is not the person I am with other people. I'm serious. It's just so wild. Like, there's this person inside of me I call Olainka's girlfriend. I even used to tease her sometime, like, this your girlfriend is stressing me, because I can identify the person, like the effects, how things change inside of me when, like, this person is getting ready for something or trying to do something or preparing for something with Olainka, right? So sex, it goes down to like the sex too. The person who is genuinely, I know I don't want to freak people out when I say the person is spirit, different people inside of me, but the way I express sexually with Yinka is different. Is completely like let me give you a practical example, and this actually goes back to a lot of factors. It goes back to like trust, to comfort. Earlier in my life, even up until last year, having sex for me was a journey, right? I don't know how to explain it. The shower was a journey. So when I started having sex and exploring sex, and when I started getting to know my body, it was when I started dating Olainka, right? So the comfort, the ease, the relax, just being able to open up to a person, she was like my first. So like moving on, you were my first orgasm. You were actually my first real sex. Yeah, the sex I had before. But you know, Olainka is such a Yoruba person. Really, baby, you want to be saying this to these people? So after her, when I started exploring like people sexually, my body could not open up that same way, the way it did with her. So I kind of established a rule where I told them, like, anybody I was having anything sexual with not to touch me. You weren't allowed to touch me. Like, sex for me then used to just be like a one-sided, I want to please you, I want to give you, but like don't touch me, don't explore my body. And I also had a period of time where I was relieving a lot of trauma, like a lot of like sexual violence that happened to me when I was younger, a lot of physical violence that happened to me when I was younger. There was a period of my life where I was relieving it, right? I was having nightmares, I was having daymares, like just physically you can touch me and I will just jerk off, because like I didn't trust touch. I was beat up a lot as a child, and then if it wasn't the beating, it was like just the sexual violence that happened, you know, with uncles and all of that around. So I had that period, and even extended into my relationship, I did not want to be touched by anybody, even KBAC. So like, then after that period, when I started accepting touch again, it was her touch. Like her touch was the only touch I felt safe with. Do you understand? I would have all these physical things and sex with other people, but the way I would express sexually was very different. I was more like a doer, just give me what to do, give me... Just what I'm trying to explain. So polyamory for me has been a safe space to explore even sexual experiences and sexual expressions. I know that I don't express sexually the same way. So if you're asking me if I have better sex with other people than Yinka, genuinely no. Genuinely, like I might have a maybe more heated sexual encounter with someone else, because like we have an agenda here. We've probably gotten high, there's this rush, there's this heat, but we didn't necessarily hold each other or have intimate moments. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to explain? Exactly. So you take from that and deduce what you want. That is my own experience. Olayinka, do you want to tell us your experience? What I will say is, because Inka doesn't want to speak right now, she's tired.
I'm not interested in sharing. Don't just tired, I'm not interested in sharing.
Oh, she's not interested in sharing. I hope you don't deal with guilt of having, if you have better sex with other people, I hope you don't deal with guilt. If you do, man, God heal you, God help you. See your bum bum.
Are you finally exposing my bum?
No, I'm not. Our bum bum is so soft. Yes. So next questions. I must comment. These questions are quite good. Yeah. What does your, bless you, baby. What does your version of Poli looks like with your primary partner? My version of Poli is we have a table. We both are sitting, lying down on that table. Everybody bring yourself to the table. Just bring yourself. Whatever it is you want, whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you try, you want to explore, you want to experience, bring it. You have a friend who is ready to listen to you. You have a friend who is ready to partner with you. You have a friend who is ready to like support your existence. That's the thing. The language you use to describe what you're doing is very important. So the language you use, we speak to ourselves every day, is we are supporting each other's existence. How do you need me to support your existence? Tell me, is it normal to get jealous in Poli, and is Poli for everyone? We've answered this question. Yes, jealousy is normal. No, I don't think Poli is for everyone. I've particularly met people who they just want to be a person who they can build an altar in front of and then they worship there, and a person who will build an altar in front of them and just worship. Then no one here say they go on that church or they go on that mosque. They don't want to hear sacrifice at their altar, and they will sacrifice all they have at your altar. So no, I personally don't think, if you're like that, don't shame yourself. Look for that, ask for that. Don't negotiate. Don't settle for anything but that. You're very valid. You're worthy. The way you want to express yourself is worthy. All right? Stick to what you want. How do you handle jealousy? We've talked about it. Several ways to handle it. You speak to yourself. You speak to your partner. You speak. There's this one that works. Speak with your friends. Not like speak with your friends like, oh, my baby's on a date, blah blah blah. No. I find that when maybe Olayinka has gone out, or Olayinka is talking to somebody, or Olayinka is just not there, and I do not want to overwhelm her with like my energy. Like I will just, whatever you're doing, have the space, have the time, just do what you're doing. I talk to my friends. It's time to catch up with my friends, just like dwell in other words, like swim into other waters, not necessarily other waters, but like, yeah, I do my work. I do my own life. I have friends. I have work. I have books to read. I have things to write. So I actually do my own life. So as you're doing your life, when you come back home, we both have things to gist about. You gist me about your dates. I'll gist you about the thing I wrote or the thing I read or the thing I watched. Like, just focus on doing your life. Know that when someone is experiencing pain or experiencing a thing or experiencing a person, that is the manifestation of their life, not your relationship or not your. It is the manifestation, the consequences of their life. So as they are living their life, they are being in their life, they are being present in their life. You will be present in your own life. So when you come back to a space where you're sharing your life, you're talking about your life, you're sharing your day, you have what to share too. You not stay all day moping around their Instagram waiting. That's something you not catch me doing. We both are supposed to do things, or you're going out, then I stay all day check. I don't want. Oh, let me not lie. When I was younger, I would do that too. I would wait, I would look at my phone, I would be so. But even when I was younger, when my heart used to beat fast, even then, I would tell myself, Amara, go and sweep, go and wash plates. I will keep my mind busy until she comes back home or until she calls or something. So, just be your own life. Be present in your own life. The point of polyamory is creating a space where you and your person or your persons can live and dwell and be and freely, shamelessly be. Do you understand? So have a life that you can be, so you're not looking at that person's life and stalking their life and waiting for their life and waiting for their life to validate you, or you get. Live your own life, validate yourself, and then share with your partner. Do you get? Or your person or your persons. Do you get? Thank you. So next question, people. Next question. We're almost done. My girlfriend is proposing such situation for us, but I don't think I can do it. I love too hard and I'm jealous. Exactly what I was saying. So poly is not for everyone. So whatever works for you, man, stick to it. Do not settle. Don't negotiate it before you run mad. That's the thing. Never set your. My mic has gone off, so the quality of the sound is going to be very much different from the previous footages, but bear with me. We're about to round up because we're almost late for our lunch and I don't want us to be late. Our ride will be here in like 30 minutes, so we should be ready by then. So I was saying before the camera started interrupting, I said don't set up yourself for failure. Don't set up yourself for something that will run you mad. Like whatever you cannot deal with mentally, emotionally, don't go and sign, put your thumbprint, So if you know life is, thank you baby, life is not do and die. Don't die. All right, so just map out, learn, research, what's the word, listen to yourself. Yeah, that's what. Look inward. What do you want?
Your boundary.
Don't pass your boundary. Thank you. Do not pass your boundary. Make you for no craze. That's one thing nobody told me about. That's one thing I didn't know when I was exploring. Even since King Bay, when I was saying I'm not non-monogamous, I'm non-monogamous, nobody ever told me, okay, but so what are your boundaries? Or even when I was hearing the word boundary, I see that brick, that building, what is the boundary of the block? I did not know boundary particular to human living. So it was while I was exploring polyamory, I was learning, that I actually learned about boundaries, and I started learning about my own personal boundaries.
You just know you have your principles, but you don't have the word like boundaries for them. You just know, I know they do like this thing.
Yeah.
You don't think that's my boundary,
Polyamory can make somebody mad because nobody teaches you, nobody tells you what to do. You have to be learning that you going to create the path by yourself. So I say polyamorous people are hard workers, and hard work will make you crazy. So for you not to craze, bless you baby, for you not to craze, please know your boundary, outline your boundary, learn yourself, listen to yourself. All right, no do pass yourself, and if you know if you do, no put your hand. Yeah, thank you. Next question, we can finish a bit. Will you not be jealous if your babe falls in love with somebody else? What if she leaves you? If you ever want to leave, don't forget me. Just carry me along. Yeah, don't leave me behind. That's my own. But true talk, like and I talk about this. Like, this is honestly where I'm at in life, where I really want to be, because this person is my friend. This person is like I care about this person deeply, much more than the relationship we have. Like I care about her past, her present, her future. Like I care about her so much, right? So I've said it to her, I've written it on my journal. If we ever get to a place where she falls in love with someone else, she wants to monogamously date somebody else or marry somebody else, honestly, God, I've asked my chi, I want to be that lover, I want to be that friend, I want to be that partner who will stand by you. Even because I know she will stand with me in my pain, in my hurts. I know.
And your joy to be.
I know. Yeah, even if it's me, safe. Yinka will stand with me in my joy. Like before you fell in love with somebody, they pay me, but okay.
Well, babe, don't take that to the market, though. I feel break best head. I'm just saying, our head can just touch wrong that day, you know.
Yinka feel break best head. No, baby. I'm not saying that you're we are both the most.
It could be love and light, though. But
yeah, I'm not saying we are the most. We know how to respond all the time, but I'm saying deep down, we both know each other's core and values. Like we both know how much we like ourselves, how much we respect, and root for each other. So after the feelings, the loud feelings, the speedy feelings, the overwhelming feelings might have passed or might have settled, I know deep down we'll stand by each other, whatever it is. I really know. I trust that. I've seen us in different realms in life. If there's any friend that I trust in this life, or more, nah. So yeah, if that ever happens, I've turned off the AC, so I'll soon start sweating a bit because the sound was I didn't trust the sound, so I turned off the AC so you wouldn't have to deal with the AC sound because the mic went off. What was I saying? So if that ever happens, honestly, I've left it to God. I've prayed to God. All we pray for, we both collectively pray for, is we pray for kindness, because we know we are two people who care about each other, we like each other, we love each other, we never want to do each other bad, we never want to do each other dirty. So we both have prayed to our gods, we both have prayed to God together, like whatever happens with this person, all I pray for is kindness. It should happen in the most kindest fashion. Do you understand? So even myself, I don't know my future. My baby self say she feel break person head for future. We don't know them, but we are praying, we are hoping, we are conjuring, we are putting it out there. It's going to happen in the kindest version possible. Alright? Because we are kind people, we are soft people, we are actually very soft people, we are teddy bears at heart. So we both know, we don't want to do each other wrong at all. It's why we choose each other so fiercely, because I feel like the rest of the world projects what they think about us, but we both know how soft and tender we are. Like Yinka is extremely soft and tender, even when she's angry. Like even when you see Yinka, like she's boiling in anger, like she's a
don't be reading my street cred.
She's a soft person. And even me, like I've been told that I am scary when I'm angry, and I can't articulate when I'm angry. So if you see me, I'm foaming, like I'm like a child that they took God, I hate seeing myself in that mood. I hate it so much. So even me, when I see myself in that mood, I become a mommy instantaneously. I turn to mommy in my head. I enter myself. I'm like, oh yeah, my baby, it's okay. Calm down, breathe. I start. If you want to see me be a mommy, if you want to see how my mommy version is, look out for me when I'm angry. Or more, I anchor myself so strongly. Anyway, so yeah, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but we pray. All we ask for is kindness. Let it happen in the kindest version possible. So next question, baby, do you have anything to say?
No.
Okay. Next question. How can I tell my person about polyamory when we are already in a monogamous relationship? Omo, open your mouth and sorrow. So kiss. Open your mouth and talk to them. Honestly, you just have to, as your heart beats. It was me who started the conversation of polyamory, and I remember those conversations, just starting it up alone. The guilt of thinking you're about to ruin something good, or you're about to upset this person, or you're about to sabotage yourself. Just honestly, they are uncomfortable conversations, they are hard conversations. Your heart will be beating fast, boom, 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 boom. But still, hold your person, hold yourself, go close to your person and talk to them, tell them how you're feeling. Honestly, do not let your insights shame you. Do not let anything shame you at all. There's this part of the Bible that says, Jesus said, and if your heart condemns you, I know I'm not a Christian, but I used to be. I was even a cell leader, so I know a lot of Bible. There's one of the Bible that says, if your heart condemns you, know I am God and I do not condemn you. When I read that part of the Bible, the first thing I thought was, oh, wow, so my heart has the capacity to condemn me. Yes, your heart can condemn you. Your insights can shame you. It's just how they are programmed. If God will tell you that, know that me, I am God and I do not shame you, know that even God will tell you, say, hold your heart, hold your mind, because your mind will put you for trouble, your mind will beat you up. So the shame, do not be ashamed of yourself, no matter what it is you're feeling, no matter what it is you're feeling, no matter what it is you're feeling. I want you to hear my voice on those difficult moments saying, do not be ashamed of yourself. No shame, no fear. Whatever it is that you're feeling, you're not the first person and you will not be the last person. So if you can talk to yourself, if you can have that conversation with yourself, if you have one with your partner, you can have one with your lover, you can have one with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your person. Alright? Yeah. No fear. No fear at all. Nobody if he beats you and the person you are with is beating you. Omojapa. Omoron.
Yeah.
Omoron.
I compliment, I completely agree with your insights condemning you first, judging you, being hard on you,
yeah,
and all of those very stressful stuff.
Yeah.
For me personally, the trick I use for myself is I'm like, Amara says, it's Amara says. If another person that is not me can show me kindness, can tell me take it easy, why can't me myself now take it easy on myself? So most times when I've been out of myself, like, your baby will not approve of this, so you shouldn't approve.
Your baby will not approve of it.
And that helps me actually just take things more lighter and be kinder to myself with love. Yep. That's my own trick.
Aww. It works. I'm so glad, baby.
Oh, but did you listen to your words when I watch your videos, and you know it makes sense. Love yourself and all of those good stuff you share. When you apply them, it makes sense. But like,
thank you, baby. Thank you. See this woman, she makes me feel accomplished in life. Like someone who listens to you actually, like your daily words are just my guy. Next question.
There's still next. I thought this is last.
Yes, so almost. If a couple wants to date somebody together, how should they go about it? Omo, well, even ourselves we ask that question. Even ourselves we don't know. But my advice would be, honestly, date somebody that likes you as a couple, that likes both of you as a couple. Genuinely, you have to meet a person who likes the item, the couple, because the way they will talk to you, the way they will deal with you, the way they will work with you and relate with you, it will show that you be like your relationship being together is a priority, that they will help you protect it. Whenever you find that a third person is pulling you all into 3 different positions or 2 different positions, you might need to analyze what's going on, honestly, because at the end of the day, whether we are coming from different parts of the world, the intention should be togetherness, should be love, should be understanding, should be compassion, should be kindness, should be how should I help you grow? How can I help you grow? How can I support both of his relationship? How can you support 2 of our relationship? Do you understand? How can everybody has the responsibility
and you also have more people loving you and caring for you. You as the other person dating a couple or being interested in a person of a couple. It's also more love for you. More
love. Honestly, I was telling Yinka a few weeks ago. One of my fantasies in life, honestly, is to date a couple. The love is so much love. It's so, imagine 2 people just loving you and they love each other. You can trust that love. You can trust that love. 2 people who love you, 2 people who love each other and they love you. Honestly, your responsibility to the love that you have for each of them is to, as you're checking in on the love you have for this person, you're checking on the love you have for this person, checking on the love they have for themselves. Also, this person, as you're checking on the love that both of you have, checking on the love that these 2 people have, is everybody's relationship, like, it is everybody's responsibility now to make sure that each person's relationship dynamics is prospering, is flourishing. You don't just say, I don't have a problem with this person and that's often I get problem. If 2 of you have problem, 2 of my people have problem, I will sit down and look now. It is my business. This is happening in my house. This is our home. So if there's fire in my home, if there's fire in our house, you can't say, boy, it was happening in your room. The fire was in your room, so I don't really necessarily have to stand up. If there's fire in our house, if we do not attend to it, it go burn down the entire house. And more hands are usually better than one. And this is me in no way saying, you know, when people are in a relationship, that when 2 people are having problem, then it is by force that the 3rd person must join mouth. Or no, I shouldn't.
It can even be the help that you provide sometimes.
I sometimes call relationship a house. Now me and you get this house, that all of us get this house. If something is happening here, on my pride, on my honor, on my dignity, I go sort them because of my own. Do you understand? Except it's not my own. Except I want to wash my hand and come out. Then not my own with this, not my house with this, not my concern. Do you understand? So yeah, I don't necessarily have tips on how to go about dating a couple or how a couple should go about dating one person. All I can say is to God, wallahi, date a person who likes, not love, likes you, likes your relationship, and you too, both of you date a person you like. Because when you seriously like a person, that is when you would really listen to them. You would adjust things to make them comfortable. When you seriously like a person, you go above and beyond. You would go above and beyond to, you know, make them feel like a part of you, a part of your house, a part of your do you understand? You go out of your way to make them feel what you want them to feel. So yeah, like is very important. Please don't say because we are all poly, we are poly and poly, so we can all join our tents together. That is the reason why we gathered. No, don't do that. Let it be out of like, not out of similar directions or similar polyamory. No, please. Everybody's polyamory is different. All right. Thank you. And also, on that thing I would really want to say about, you know, discovering polyamory, couple dating a person or a person dating a couple, please be kind. I'm begging you, from experience, I would say be kind, because nobody wrote a manual for these dynamics of relationship. What people are trying, what people are experiencing or exploring is like, if it's not the first, it's probably one of the first. So you have to all be kind to yourself, knowing that nobody taught you this in school. This is not being taught in churches. This is not being talked about on the streets. It's not being talked about even with your friends. So you have to, at least those of you involved in the union should be kind. You are learning it for the first time. Everybody be kind. If you have a problem, say it. No, keep things inside of yourself. Don't leave things to you and the demons or the people inside of yourself to be scattering about. Sometimes those people inside of you, yes, sometimes those people don't have all the answers. They don't know what your partner is thinking. They don't know what your lover is thinking. So give them the chance, the opportunity to represent themselves. Don't represent them in your head. Please speak out. I feel like we should finish from here. We should finish here. Please, we have stayed a while and my memory is already going. So yes, this is where I would like to end today's video. Our end word for the video is kindness. Yep. Write kindness. Oh, maybe Jen is going off. Write kindness in the comment section down below if you got here, if you love this video, if you like me, if you like my baby. All right, I love you. From me to you, this is your friend Amara, and we're in a hurry. Amara the lesbian, and this is goodbye. I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry, we're in a hurry. We need to start going. All right, bye. I love you.